Pastelles, one of my favorite Trinidadian delicacies. And through the years, the recipe has actually evolved. It's one of the most delicious and delightful Christmas treats that we enjoy in Trinidad. As far as I can see, I think cornmeal is indigenous to the islands, to the Caribbean actually. The indigenous people used to eat corn quite a bit. And we borrow a lot from Venezuela, so I really feel that our pastelles is a bit of a modification of what the Venezuelans make it called halacas. I like to season my meat lightly, so I'd use a little bit of fresh green seasoning for that, a little bit of salt and pepper. What I do is I start to cook my aromatics. So the aromatics are garlic, onions, peppers, pimentos, and this all goes into a pot of hot oil, and it really starts to cook those wonderful ingredients so that you start to smell it, and it just smells so amazing because all the onions start to caramelize, the garlic starts to get sweet, and we get that wonderful, spiciness from the peppers. So once those have cooked down nice, you're going to know because you're going to see it sort of starting to change color in the pot. You add your meat to that. And once you add your meat, you want to make sure you stir it up nicely because you want to get all that infusion that just happened in the pot onto the meat as well. So I also add a little bit of tomato paste because I think that flavors up beautifully, gives color. And we're going to use something really special to colorize that meat, and that is ruku. Of course, ruku is a really indigenous food coloring. It used to be around a lot years and years ago, and I'm seeing it reappearing in the market, which is a really good sign. It comes from the annatto seed, and you sort of pull that color out of the seed to give this gorgeous, gorgeous red color. You would actually know when your meat is finished. Of course, a lot of that excess water would have dried down. You would smell it. It would smell amazing, and you would also give it a little taste. To really pump up the flavors, I'm going to add some extra all-purpose seasoning, and this has got a lovely combination of dried spices and herbs in there that's going to really bring everything together really deliciously. You really have to understand who your filling is, what is going to make your pasta, and that needs to be very, very spicy. So the essential part of a pastelle, in addition to the filling, is of course the wrapper for the pastelle. I've always been a traditionalist, and I stand by that, and I just really will not make a pastelle if I don't have fig leaves around. Those were the days when I used to be able to go into my yard and hack down a few and make my pastelles. I like to heat my water, melt my butter in there, and then add my cornmeal, and then really mix it up and knead it up properly. And that way you can actually feel the dough in your hands, and you see how it actually comes together. Cornmeal is a very deceitful ingredient in that it pulls a lot of water, so you have to make sure that you really do add the amount of water that the recipe calls for. There's something about using your hands when you're cooking, baking, and so making pastelles, it's the same. You get to actually feel the texture of the corn. And when you're rolling out your balls with your cornmeal balls for your pastelles, you can feel at that point if you've put enough water or not. So if your dough is too wet or too dry. So it's really, really an important part of making your cornmeal dough to actually use your hands and form those cornmeal balls before you start to press out your pastelles. Originally, we used to just use one fig leaf and another fig leaf on top and press that all up together. Now we've got different types of implements. We've got something that resembles a tortilla press they sell in the groceries, and we've also got our homemade pastelle. I love my cast iron press. It's been with me for a long time, and it's worked diligently through the years. So what I do is I simply put a piece of parchment on the top, and of course I put my greased corn ball onto a greased piece of fig leaf, a good sized fig leaf, and of course pressing this down gives me a nice smooth surface to put my filling on, and I fold up my corn in there, and I really just only fold my pastel into the fig leaf. It's just so much more natural and so much more indigenous. It's just a wonderful natural feeling. And we put those into a lovely steaming pot, and in about 20 minutes or so the whole room is filled with the aroma of Christmas, and in about 45 minutes you've got wonderful pastels to enjoy. And just remember, as you cook, you get the chance to sample the feast. A pastel really embodies Christmas for me. It's one of those things that I really enjoy once a year, or more than once at Christmas time. But it's the taste that is what's so mesmerizing.